If you like white hardware, then I'm assuming you are going to have seen and got quite excited about this. So when this parcel arrived today, I had a huge smile on my face. So yes, I have been lucky enough to get one of these graphics cards, and it is the new ROG Strix Gaming White Edition, and it's the 2080 Ti, although it's only a short-term loan. I don't get to keep it, despite what a lot of you guys think with YouTubers. Now inside the box, it's a white box. They've even changed the foam to white. I know it's only minor details. You get a couple of white Velcro tabs, and then you do get this rather funky, it's silicone, like a bit like a motherboard, but you get that funky ruler, which is rather cool. Now, this is just a preview, and I will explain why. It arrived today. I didn't know the graphics card was coming, and apologies, just had a rather late delivery. So as I was trying to say, I didn't know this was coming today, and I actually have to go away. If you follow me on my Facebook page, you'll see that I'm going away to do some stuff for the next week, and I'm not going to get a chance to get this tested. We also have the RX 5500 launch coming up, so I'm going to have to do this when I get back. So rather than me sitting on it and you guys not to see it, I thought I would give you a little preview. Now, one of the things I will say about this is it's not just white. They are cherry picked, and what it does is it's going to come with better boost, so up to 360 watts maximum power delivery, but the power target is up to 300, although they don't say what it was originally. But what they do say is it's 1665 megahertz boost, and it's now up to 1770. So it's got a fairly flipping healthy overclock on it. And the other thing that they've done is they've always had a BIOS switch. And the other Strixes do have this as well, but this is just something I thought I would kind of draw attention to. So it's got P mode and a Q mode. So the P mode is performance, but the Q mode, people think it's going to like downclock and stuff, and it doesn't. It just runs the fans slightly lower, so it's a much quieter environment. So in P mode, you're going to get full speed, but you're going to get the temperatures are going to be slightly better. In Q mode, you still get full speed, but you get slightly warmer temps, so it lets the temps increase a little bit. So other things with this card, because it is packed with details, and I know it might sound silly, but they've even changed the cap covers to white. And what I did notice as well, if you have a look up here on this VRM heatsink, that is white as well. So no pink thermal pads, although that one there is grey. But something else I did notice was underneath here, and the camera may change a few times as it tries to focus, but there is a cooling plate underneath here with some fins on. You can see it's white inside, and that is also it's all bolts into this, but it's actually metal and it's still white. As you can see, it comes all the way along here and bolts in. Now it could be perceived as being plastic, but it is metal. You can see it comes all the way around the card. So the metal strengthening brace is also white, and this is an active cooling plate for it as well. There is argy-bargy or RGB on it, as you would assume or expect with one of the Strix cards. It's the 2080 Ti as well, so it's got their new fans on it. Beyond that, I mean, you still get your normal 8-pin. You've got 2 PWM connectors around here, so that you can actually have these. If you wanted to plug fans into these, then they can be set to run off of a fan profile with the graphics card. So if you had a let's say a vertical mount in your case, and you had 2 fans underneath, you could plug those into the graphics cards, and then when your graphics card warmed up, the fans underneath could actually react directly to it. So that's kind of cool, but it's not new for an Asus card. They've been doing it for ages. There's also an RGB header on here as well. It's the 4-pin one, so a normal header. So maybe you've got an RGB fan that you could plug into this, and then it's also got an RGB header that you can plug into that, and you can actually set it off of the graphics card as well. White backplate, and I have done some ASMR kind of like mumbo jumbo, which I'm going to put on the TTL page. That's a Mirror Eye. Now I don't know whether this lights up yet. I've had a look around the back, and it's kind of, I'm not 100% sure yet. Normally the eye lights up. Maybe it'll be like a 2-way mirror with some lighting on it. I don't know yet. One thing I will say about the backplate though is it's kind of a satiny matte approach. It's not gloss white, and all the plastic is the same as well. But the backplate is really nice because where it's like powder coated, but then they've got the silver print over the top. It's a really, really nice effect. One of the other things I did want to draw attention to as well is I did mention RGB. If you don't like RGB, there is a switch here. You can literally flick the switch and it goes into full Ninja full Ninja no lights on mode, so you don't have to worry. It also means if you don't want RGB, you don't have to install the software to turn it off, and that is a big plus. So 2080 Ti in white. I am a self-confessed white hardware fiend. So then the only other thing that I was thinking to myself was, what motherboard would I use? And I have just reviewed the Prime TRX 40. But something else Asus surprised me with, which I wasn't sure about, was I've also got a X299 Prime Edition 30 for the Asus 30th anniversary. Now, I know a lot of the you out there are going to say about the fact that it's Intel, and I'm fully aware that AMD is quicker with Threadripper, slightly more expensive, but I get all of that. But it is a properly pretty white motherboard. I think you've probably seen Peter Brands has been posting a lot of pictures and little videos on his Instagram because he got one a few weeks ago. But it's a very pretty white motherboard, and it is making me wonder if I should maybe do a quick build with my custom white Cooler Master SL600 and put all of this in there with it. So let me know your thoughts on that. This was just me sharing white hardware with you guys. Yes, it's not a review. It's literally just me trying to keep you guys up to date with what's going on here. You can follow me on the Tiny Tom Logan Facebook if you like. I totally get that there's no, it wasn't lit up and we've not got any performance data. It was just for those of us that are a member of the PC Master Race and actually enjoy keeping up to date and looking at new tech. So if that's you, epic. If it's not you, don't worry. We will be back to test this as soon as I'm back home again. I've got a long drive. I'm off to Wakefield to see the boys at PC Specialist. So if you do follow me on Facebook, you can expect to see me running around the warehouse and looking at all the obscene amounts of hardware that they're going to have up there next week. I go every year. So yeah, that's what's coming next week. So I've got a 5-hour drive up to Wakefield from the south of England. So that's what's coming. Anyway, I am going to love you and leave you. Although, to be fair, I might have to take this and take it to bed with me while I'm away, because I don't think I want to leave it at home. But for now, at least, this is the tiniest one out. Ding!